ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Falak Khan, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such domain giant on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Ramesh Babu Bellamkonda. Hello, welcome, Mr. Bellamkonda. We are glad to have you here today with us on FaceTime with Leaders.
Hi, Falak. Thank you very much for having me in the show.
Thank you so much for being here. So let me give you a quick brief about Mr. Ramesh Babu Bellamkonda. Armed with rich experience and a diverse skill set, he embodies the blend of technical prowess, strategic foresight, and unwavering commitment to organizational success. His journey traverses through the corridors of esteemed enterprises, where his contributions have left an indelible mark on the landscape of enterprise technology management. His proficiency in SAP S/4HANA stands as a testament to his depth of understanding of leveraging cutting-edge technologies to drive organizational growth. His tenure is marked by a series of triumphs in spearheading complex IT projects, navigating through the intricacies of cross-functional collaborations, and charting future-focused strategies to meet the evolving needs of the business landscape. Currently, he is serving in the position of SAP Lead at Aditya Birla Group, Grasim, Mumbai. His key responsibilities are to support the business units across the global by managing SAP applications, including satellite applications, amongst many others. So, Mr. Bellamkonda, what inspired you to pursue a career in enterprise technology management, particularly focusing on SAP S/4HANA and other enterprise applications? And what are your daily professional life motivations?
Well, Falak, before straightforward jumping into enterprise management, this is starting the journey with SAP S/4HANA. Rather, I can say SAP. Basically, my background is mechanical engineering. I started my career in plant maintenance. Then slowly I adopted into IT, then started ERP implementation software called SAP. So S/4HANA is the latest version of SAP, and currently we are working with S/4HANA. S/4HANA is having a very enhanced functionalities like real-time processing, which has a in-memory processing point of view, then a simplified data model, enhanced user experience. Flexibility is a major component of the S/4HANA, then advanced analyticals, and the digital core. This is the heart of the S/4HANA. Why? Because you can see, to run a business, we need a software. Upon that, we can build so many supporting softwares. But S/4HANA works as a digital core where our entire business is mapped to this S/4HANA SAP software. Then supporting softwares will work each other. So that is the beauty of the S/4HANA. So coming to your question, what has inspired me to start with SAP or S/4HANA? Because when I work with the plant maintenance, so I used to have many individual softwares for working for maintenance, working for finance, different applications. Then that time I came to know like that there is one integrated application which integrates each and every individual application into one platform. That is nothing but a ERP SAP. So I started with the ERP SAP, then journey has moved to S/4HANA. So now coming to the enterprise technology management point of view, when I am doing S/4HANA projects implementation or a maintenance point of view, there were many different verticals are there. For example, to run a project, initially we need to do some strategic planning. Similarly, then we need to took care of what are the infrastructures involved into that project, what is the software is required additionally. More importantly, in the IT, you know very well, security is the most important component. Security management, to handle each and everything, we need a service management. Then resources, of course, to run a project, we need resources. Then finally, data and analytics. So all these verticals requires a specialization. Each and every expert works for this. At that time, I got into attention of the enterprise technology management, which covers of all these verticals into one platform. So then my journey has started working into enterprise technology management also, which is very much common to all softwares, not only for S4 HANA application. So this is the inspiration I got to work for this. So coming to the latter part of your question, how I will motivate myself in the daily professional life. It's a very complex part for any professional. See, I also crossed many hurdles, and finally, after completing my 3 decades of experience, now I am having some clarity on that. Like small things, setting the goals on a daily basis, breaking the task into smaller steps, then celebrating with the small wins also. It is not like that I have to celebrate once my complex project is delivered. No, and find why you are doing this job. That is very much important. Sometimes our time got killed just because of unnecessary work also. That is the reason why always we have to be focused. And I never leave learning opportunity. Whenever I find an opportunity to learn, I keeps doing that part. So that has keep me very focused and obvious, stay organized. These are the main components always motivates me in my daily professional life.
Wow, that's really very wonderful and indeed a great journey so far, we must say. So, could you elaborate on your experience in spearheading complex IT projects and leading cross-functional teams? And what strategies do you employ to ensure successful project delivery amid diverse stakeholder interests?
Great. So, as a leader, whenever working with the complex IT projects, the main, you can say, hurdle is nothing but handling the cross-functional teams or cross teams. Because for every project success, you need a collaboration from each and everybody. So that's the reason why I especially consider the collaboration between the teams is a very critical one of the different factors. Of course, leadership skills also one of the thing, and strategic handling. So mostly whenever I handle the complex projects, I always focus on my objective and scope. In a project, if you are clear about what is your objective and what is your scope, it is very easy to start a project in an easy manner. Then you have to build a team. So whenever you are building a team, you have to take a note of that. You are covering all different functions into that. That is one more point. Then effective communication. This is one more critical part of handling the complex project. Of course, not a complex project, every project also. Effective communication is one of the important point. Then you have to be very flexible in the project management methodology. There are different methodologies are there, but we have to see how flexible it is. We should not be very rigid. Otherwise, we never end up with a successful project delivery. So, of course, risk management is always there. You cannot foresee all the risk at the start of the project. So for that purpose, you have to be prepared in any case of any risk occurs, how to mitigate that one. Then finally, what is the technology is required, which are the tools are required in that project. And of course, finally, you have to foster a positive team culture, then it will be a very successful. You need not to do anything, everything will go automatically.
Yes, that's definitely there. Yes. So, what role do you believe emotional intelligence plays in effective leadership, particularly within the realm of enterprise technology management? And can you share some examples of how you have leveraged emotional intelligence to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics?
Exactly. So if you talk about the complex project, and if you ask me an example, like I mentioned about the cross team handling. So I had one project with the innovation team. We supposed to divest our one of our business to Indonesia team. And the challenge with the Indonesia team is they are not very much comfortable with the English. They are they know the English, but they are not very much comfortable. We cannot handle like the way we handle with the Indians. So the foremost point is communication. So I took the opportunity and I tried to intermingle with them and try to be a part of their team member. Then we made a very good collaboration with them. Then we were successful to complete that project in time. That is a very toughest project I can say in my career. So coming to the emotional intelligence is one thing uh, which impacts not only for self, even others also. We have to be handled in a very effective manner. It is not like that we can do it very easily. We need to have some separate, we can say some skills we need to have. So for example, enhanced communication skills. So other persons, how they are taking your instructions, how they are taking your conversation, so that has to be clear. Otherwise unnecessary escalations will happen. So I can say very easily clarity and articulation is very much important. Then you have to build a team dynamics very in a proper manner. If team dynamics are not well, then unnecessary ego clashes will be there. So that is nothing but a emotional intelligence. You know very well, each and everybody has their own emotions in different levels. Somebody are very sensitive, somebody are very harsh. So that's the reason why we have to be very balanced team dynamics. Then effective change management is one more point. So we have to be very much adaptable and inspiring changes we should be taking. And of course, decision making is one thing. When you are handling the emotional intelligence kind of issues in your team, you have to be very much intelligent enough to handle those issues by taking the correct decisions. That means you should have the emotional awareness among the team members and risk assessment. Okay, if you are thinking that one person is oversensitive and behaving in different manner, you have to quickly assess the risk. What happens if this team member, we can avoid this team member, so something like that. Then stress management, yes, most of the people will not come out what are the feelings are they are having, what are the things they are suffering, they will not come out. So they are under tremendous stress, whatever reason, maybe due to project schedule, or maybe due to the overloaded task, maybe. So that is a stress management we need to handle. Then obvious we need to maintain in the relationships. That helps you a lot to handle the emotional intelligence between the teams as well as for the self also. It is very important in your current very much paced IT life.
That's very much important indeed as well. So when we talk about ESG and corporate governance, how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Yeah. When I started my career, I was not aware of what is ESG. So I don't know that there is something about the environment and social and governance point of view. When I started working with the big organizations, like I worked with Reliance, I worked with Holcim, now I am working with Aditya Birla, such a big organization, they have a different section for that, for ESG point of view. Then I came to know, yes, ESG is something there to do a noble cause. So for this purpose, what exactly each and every individual has to do is, first of all, you have to educate yourself. What exactly ESG matters, means what does it mean by what you can contribute for the environment, yeah, social kind of thing. or for that purpose, simply you have to go through the online resources, or you can read some literatures. So it will help you to educate yourself. Then you have to stay informed also. It is not like that each and every material get updated. No. So you have to keep updated yourself. So for that purpose, simply you have to follow the industry news. Wherever possible, you have to attend the events. So that will help you to keep the latest updates and stay updated. And you have to get engaged with the companies also. You have to keep on review the corporate reports. Your own corporate reports also will help you what is happening outside world. Then whenever you get a opportunity to engage with the stakeholder activities, that is better to join with them. And at most thing I can say, join the organizations and networks. That will help a lot. So these are the few things I followed initially. Now I'm very much comfortable to handle this ESG events, as well as keep my interest into ESG topic also.
That's totally wonderful indeed, we must say, and indeed very commendable as well. So, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Yeah, this is a very most important point I can say. Most of the people will not understand what is the value of the ESG and what are the principles we are having for the social responsibility, as well as corporate governance principles, basically, we can say like that. So it is not so easy when you start your journey interacting with the ESG activists, or whenever you are dealing with interacting with the different events, then you will come to know. When you talk about the environment, first of all, you need to understand what is the environmental responsibility. What cost for you are doing, what is the commitment is required for you to reducing the environmental impact. So that is one thing. So you have to feel responsible, not as a participating into activity. So you are simply participating, then there is no meaning. You will not you are not helping to bring out the value. So for that point of view, I feel we need to take the responsibility, not only environmental, even social responsibility also. So social responsibility point of view, you need to promote some social equality, yeah, diversity, inclusion within the organization. These are the things we need to follow. Because everybody talks about, I am the part of ESG team. Okay, what are the contributions you are having? So each and everybody may not be very much successful to tell. So one person, when he is talking about taking seriousness of the ESG, they should be take the responsibility of social responsibility, environmental responsibility. Then they should understand what are the corporate governance principles also. Because in the corporate governance principles, it has very clearly mentioned what exactly it meant by corporate governance. If you talk about the accountability, yeah, if you talk about transparency, then integrity, and I think one more, fairness. These are the main principles of corporate governance. Once you are clear about these principles, once you are clear about these values and involving into ESG activities, it is meaningful. Otherwise, I don't feel simply attending the ESG seminars and participating in an event without having any, without knowing any values and responsibilities.
Yes.
It is wasteful.
True, true. That's indeed very true. So, as someone working closely with technology, what are your views on IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, and Web 3.0 changing the business landscape?
Yeah, well, you have mentioned a list of all technologies which are going on in the latest trend. But obviously, yes, these are the different names of the technologies, but each and every technology talking to each other. When you talk about the IoT, there's nothing but a Internet of Things. What IoT does, IoT is nothing but in a manufacturing industry, we have a lot of equipments and devices are there. And each and every equipment, each and every device emits some data. And to analyze those data, to assess, yeah, to predict something, what is going to happen, for the research purpose, we need to analyze a lot of things from this data. How to get this data? Earlier, in earlier time, people used to go and collect the data manually. Now, the time has changed. This IoT has brought a revolution into that. So IoT is nothing but connecting between the devices. And simply connecting the devices will not serve the purpose. And it should be in, we can say, in a capable enough to emit the data in a proper manner so that the person can analyze those and do the corrective actions for that. So what will happen after that? It will improve your operations and it will generate big data. Okay, we got the big data. What to do now? Initially, we used to do many things manually, but now after getting the IoT, we are getting dumps of data. How to work with the data. So for that purpose, like you mentioned very conveniently, big data. Big data is the thing. It is helping us by collecting the data and whatever manner algorithm you are writing, based on your algorithm, it is giving you the results. So whatever algorithms we are writing, that is nothing but AI. That is artificial intelligence. So again, AI came into the picture. These three are interrelated. Now, if you go to the ML, AI and ML are, you can say, brothers. So where AI is there, then ML will come. The ML is nothing but a machine learning. When you are writing the algorithms with respect to the data analysis point of view, so you need to train the data. So you have to use machine learning point of view. That is the technology we are using. Similarly, there is something called blockchain. Blockchain is nothing but there are series of operations in your industry, then you can decentralize them. Because if you are having a big junk data, you will not be able to do a lot of analysis on that. So you need to properly break them into the pieces. That is nothing but a decentralization. That is blockchain. Then finally, cloud computing, because nowadays, I think you are also aware, the computers are revolutionary like anything. Earlier, we used to hear about Pentium. Now, no more Pentium is there. So similarly, so for handling the devices to do a lot of computing, now we have a cloud computing. So then big data we already discussed. Then digital twin. Digital twin is nothing but, for example, we have a physical device. Nowadays, the physical device slowly they are vanishing out, entirely coming as a virtual replications. So whatever physical device you want, we can replicate that physical device into a virtual world. So by doing the virtual world, then we can predict many things. So these are all tools are very much useful for the industry, for the manufacturing industry in a simpler manner to avoid the efforts, manual efforts. Basically, you can say you can eliminate the manual efforts to greater extent so that resources can be utilized in some other productive jobs. So in that manner, these all latest technologies are helping the industries very much.
So, moving ahead, like as you know, we are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So, what are your thoughts about this initiative taken about by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Hemal Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
In a single word, I say noble cause. They are doing a very great job, Mr. Jishan and Mr. Havel. They are doing simply greater help to the entire industry, you can say, because see, building a community anybody can do, but thing is, the idea behind this building a community of the industry magnates, they are doing for a cause. What they are doing is cross-pollination of the knowledge and fostering a knowledge sharing sessions, and they are engaging among the corporate giants and industry experts. Basically, they are coming up with some purpose and the vision. This is the main thing we need to underline over here. It is not so easy. There are a lot of complexities are behind that. We are simply reading that they are building a community, but it is not so easy. They need to handle a lot of complexity like membership criteria, to whom to handle, which industry giant can be considered, whom we cannot consider. Then what platforms they need to use, what are the formats need to use, what kind of content we need to share, what kind of content everybody can be have. Then a lot of collaboration, networking sessions they have to manage. Then obvious, each and everybody is not expert, so they need to take care of mentoring also. So mentoringship is also there. So handling all these things, it's not so easy. A lot of challenges they have to handle to organize all those things. I think this is a long-term sustainability. It's not a easy quick buck. I cannot say it's a quick buck, but they are doing a tremendous job.
These have been like really very kind words by you, we must say. So it was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders, and everything that you've shared with us, your wonderful career journey, the different teachings and principles that you follow. I'm sure like everyone watching this, it is going to help them and grow in their careers as well. So thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh Babu Bellamkonda, for joining us today. We
My
wish
pleasure.
you the best. We wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably has expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us today on FaceTime with Leaders, and we wish you have a great day.